Hi, this is Bob, the old ham. I've been restoring this KWM-2 Collins transceiver. It was sitting in a barn somewhere for, I don't know, 25, 30 years. And when I got it, it was just covered with all kinds of deposits of dirt and crud and everything you can imagine. I went through the washing process. Now if you look on the YouTube and you look up Heathkit SB110, you will see the washing process that I use here in the laundry tub. There's also a real nice YouTube video on washing the KWM-2. That guy does a really good job. And I spotted his washing video after I had made mine, and I thought, wow, we just came up with a lot of the same ideas there. He did his outside, as I recall, and I did mine down in the basement in the laundry tub. I had to wash this thing twice, and it still is not as clean as I would like it, but I don't think it's going to get any cleaner. And you'll notice the blue tube shields. That's blue automotive engine paint, which is good for up to about 500 degrees, and those were very, very rusty. So I sanded them with wet or dry automotive sandpaper, 220 grit, and gave them a coat of blue automotive paint, Ford color blue, because that's what I had on the workbench shelf. And it would take the heat. So I did that to make those look a little bit better there. I did many changes to this. Many parts were changed. The parasitic suppressors in here have been rebuilt. Those are carbon, what do they call that? They're carbon resistors, but they're not composition. They're called something else, carbon deposit or something like that. Anyhow, they're 2 waters, and I made up the suppressors with those. They work just fine, no problem at all with that. I had to replace several of the controls. That one of them is right here, the ALC0 control, which was broken inside. And let me turn this off and turn it over here, and we'll show you some of the parts we changed in here. Here's a 2200 ohm I changed right here. 270K I changed right here. 10,000 ohm resistor I changed here. This 820 ohm resistor here, I didn't have an 820 ohm resistor. It was up to about 1300 ohms, so I jumpered a 2700 ohm resistor across it, and it came out 824 ohms, so I left that in there. Here's another one here that I did the same thing right here. Jumpered another resistor. This one's been changed here. This one's been changed here. There are 2 that were changed here, a 39K and a 47K. And you know, back when I was 15 years old, I memorized the resistor color code because I got tired of dialing up the resistor color code on that little ohmite resistor guide thing with the little wheels you dial up. So I memorized those when I was 15, and they've gotten so ingrained in my mind that I'm a sight reader for resistors now. This is an 82K 1 watt I changed here. Here is a 47K 2 watt that was changed, and a 39K half watt that was changed. Down under here is a 5600 ohm resistor right down in there, and that little guy had gone to over 2 megohms. I couldn't believe it had gone that high. Changed all of those. I changed this capacitor here. That was a 4 microfarad at 350. I changed this one here. That was a 4. These are 10 microfarads that I've put in there and changed those with. I changed the 100 microfarad here on the audio output tube cathode right there, and that one is 100 microfarad. I robbed those capacitors out of a cable TV. No, it wasn't cable TV. It was satellite TV receiver that I bought at a garage sale for $1. and I looked inside, I could see inside the holes in the case. I could see these nice little electrolytic capacitors in it, and I thought, holy cow, a couple of those are worth $1. So I bought that, and I found these in there, and these are 10 microfarads at 450 volts. It's just what I needed for the job, so I was real happy to get those. I wanted to show you all these resistors that go bad in the KWM-2. There's a lot of them. You can figure 1/3 of the resistors in this radio are out of tolerance. I used a calculator. I just multiplied the resistor. For example, this 33K resistor right here. I would just take 33K and multiply it by 0.1 in the calculator, and that would tell me how far it would be out and how many ohms it could be out, and 3,300, I think. Guessing, my brain doesn't work that fast sometimes. Senior moment. Anyways, I would figure out whether or not they were within 10% tolerance. If they were out of the 10% tolerance, I would replace them. If they had a gold band, they're 5%, then I would replace them if they're out over 5%. So that's what I've been working on here, fellas. There's a lot of things that I didn't show in the restoration of this rig, because I did all that in the SB110 restorations and the SS9000 Heathkit restoration. So I didn't go over those things again. So that's it. You fellas enjoy working on your radios and 73s and good DX.